He's literally blocking Kell Brook's career, innit? Because like you said, he's old. He needs to fight, but I guess he can't fight until the contract, whenever the period for the rematch clause ends. He can't actually fight. That's quite sad
Yeah.
as well. That's very
It
sad.
is.
Yeah, that's a very scummy move. Yo guys, it's your boy the Purist. I'm here with Jordan Dujon, and we're here to talk boxing. First and foremost, Purist Apparel coming very soon. Jordan, before you ask, your one's coming very soon. I got one coming for you.
Thank you.
When we all link up, I'm gonna hand it to all of you, like, innit? I think they'll be at your fight, to be honest, innit? I think who goes first? You or Ram?
Ramirez is first.
Yeah. Got Ram fighting this month for the 26th, right?
Yeah, 26, yeah.
And your fight is on the
1st of April.
1st of April. Alright. Link for this is in the bio. Link to Jordan. Get fight tickets for him is in the bio also. And yeah, let's get cracking. First topic. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has reluctantly signed the papers. According to Eddie Hearn, there's still things they're trying to iron out, but the bulk of it is done. The fight is on, and they should work it all out. But Dillian Whyte has not even posted on his social media about the fight. I don't think he's done a single interview. I don't think he's even been seen in public. I'm pretty sure he's in Portugal training for the fight. What do you make of Whyte's tactic to just complete silence?
You know what it is? I think he's just I mean, there's obviously been a lot of politics. Fury's great at mind games. I think he's just staying focused on what needs to be done. There's a lot of stuff in the contracts. Whereas he's the B side, he's not going to get stuff going his way. So I think he's just going to leave that to his people, his team, and he's just out training, staying away from the cameras. Because literally, how I see it, he's taking his fight seriously. He don't want to waste no time, no interviews, nothing to put false hope in his mind. He just wants to get in, grind out the work from now to whenever. And to me, he's just a guy who's hungry, who wants his title.
No, I heard that. And I think the biggest thing for Whyte right now is, for Fury, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, they need the pay-per-view numbers to be high because they've put up, I think the bid was like 41 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Dillian Whyte will receive his 8 million, win, lose, draw, come out of shape, in shape, whatever he sells, he's making that money. So for the others, I think it's his way of just punishing them, like, yo, you're paying me the money, why don't you turn up to a press conference? I think Fury's team tried to flip it in a way like, oh, he wants money to come to the press conference. And that's not the case. He's just like, yo, I'm getting paid regardless, whether I turn up or not. He didn't put that in the contract. I know some boxing contracts that you have to go to a press conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't put
that's
that in the contract.
Yeah, take advantage of it. Yeah, you're already unhappy with the money. I mean, to be honest with you, let's just hope it's not the same as that same guy that what's that heavyweight boxer? There was something to do with the contracts, and then he was fighting some up and coming prospects, and then as soon as the bell rang, he got out the ring because he was getting paid regardless. I mean, I can't see that happening, but if you're upset, you make it known, innit? Make it known.
No, of course, but thing for me, they need to do that what's that thing called? The round table face-to-face thing where
of course. Yeah, I think that's the standard. I think that's the standard.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's in the contract and he has to do it, but it's like one thing that I really look forward to this fight, is because obviously I'm a Dillian Whyte fan, but I do think Fury is better than him and that his levels above him. But obviously Whyte is rough and tough, he's gonna make a tough fight. But the press conferences, them two going back and forth talking shit. I feel like even though he's winning and playing mind games with Team Fury and whatnot, us as fans were losing out, innit? Because them two going back and forth, that would be amazing.
Of course. You know it is, for me, it wasn't the greatest start to this whole fight. But I think if we don't get any press conferences, I think even Dillian Whyte's going to lose out because whether he's in camp, out of camp, whatever he's doing, I think he's missing a trick to build his brand. Because obviously Tyson Fury is right in America. He's got American fans. I think this is one of them fights that you can get a global brand in it. So I think he needs to be showing up to these press conferences. But sometimes again, it's a catch-22 because I said it before. Because how I see it, if he's truly wants these belts, he's like nothing else matters. Let me get these belts, and then you know what, fame and fortune could come off after that.
Yeah,
But if you're
true.
someone who's just trying to capitalize on what you're in right now, yeah, cool. Just make the most of the environment that you're in.
Jumping on your point, beating Tyson Fury for the world heavyweight titles, it's going to be a big
Mm,
pay-per-view, Wembley, sold out, not sold out, whatever it is the case, yeah. It's like,
mm,
just the win itself will catapult him there. It won't be as much as he can maximize it, but
mm.
regardless, I don't think there's a rematch clause because it's a mandatory, so he can just walk off the belts and then do what he likes.
Oh,
From
really?
what,
I didn't
from
know
what
that.
I know, mandatories they don't have rematch clauses.
Mm. Interesting.
Yeah, so he can just walk off. It's
Wasn't
redemption.
Usyk mandatory for AJ's belts?
Yeah, but they're on a deal. They didn't do the purse bids.
Ah, okay.
So that's what I
Okay.
meant to say. Yeah, purse bids they don't. They generally they don't have rematch clauses.
Okay.
He, I'm trying to think of an example, but I'm way too tired right now. So let me not even try to think.
No worries. No worries.
All right. But guys, let us know your thoughts. Why is Dillian Whyte not turning up to these press conferences? Do you think it's mind games? Do you think he just looks at the money and thinks, I've got the money, I don't need to turn up, so there's no point of turning up? Comment below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel so much and helps us stay motivated to give you videos. If you're watching on Spotify, make sure you leave a review. And yeah, thank you guys for all your support every single time. It's always appreciated. All right, moving on now. Canelo Alvarez has announced his fight with Dimitri Bivol. They're fighting on Cinco de Mayo weekend. Canelo's looking to become a two-time light heavyweight champion, having beat Kovalev before. Now he's going after Bivol with the WBA belt. What do you make of the fight?
Oh, it's a brilliant fight. I mean, people have been accusing Canelo of ducking and diving, cherry picking. I mean, he's still fighting guys in their prime and undefeated fighters as well.
Mm.
I mean, he just come off the Caleb Plant, great win, and now he's got Bivol. And before that, it was Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, the guy's chasing legacy. I mean, he's after them legacy fights. So it's a great fight. I think I'm not really sure if Bivol shows him anything different to what he's been seeing. But again, ways it's a heavier weight class that can play a factor sometimes. So we shall see.
To be fair though, obviously Bivol is a small light heavyweight. He even said he would move down to super middleweight to fight Canelo, but
Mm,
he's the taller, bigger man. But I don't think
mm.
Canelo, even though how tall and bigger Bivol is, I don't think he's fought someone with the hand speed that Bivol has. Because for such a big
Yeah.
guy, Bivol's hand speed is mad, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see how Canelo moves his head and tries to duck and dive in those situations.
Yeah.
That's why I can
The
see
way he
Bivol
throws
struggle.
combination punches as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, smooth with it as well, isn't it? But I always say, especially when I'm sparring, you know how hard I hit Jordan. It's like like you have those people that they kind of flurry, but
Mm,
then you just hit them with one punch in between, and then you can see they're taking longer to think about when they're gonna flurry, and when they flurry, those punches become a lot shorter. So Canelo's counter punching ability, I think, will get to a point where Bivol's like, "Yo, I can't let my hands go, but every time I do, I don't know when he's gonna hit me or how he's gonna hit me." So
yeah.
honestly, how Bivol, if he's as good as people say he is or he thinks he is, how he then adapts. Because I think he done it against Craig Richards, where Richards started to land on him, so he sort of went back and he like
Yeah.
yeah. But against Canelo, if you slow down your output and step
Mm,
back, that's playing into his hands. Canelo likes that slow pace, pick your punches, in it. So it'll be good to see
mm.
if he's got another gear where he's learned from the Craig Richards fight and he knows how to adapt better. But I don't see
Yeah.
him doing
Yeah.
that. I
But
don't see.
I don't. To be fair, in that fight, I think. I mean, I'm gonna go with Canelo because after Mayweather, he's not lost, but he's just getting better and better every time. I think in that fight, I would not want to see Bivol on the back foot, not once. Like, you're the bigger man, use your attributes, even if it's you're hitting off, going to the side, and then just staying in that engaged momentum just the whole fight. I don't want to see him on the back foot. I think from the time that Bivol's boxing on the back foot, it's all right.
Yeah,
Honestly.
nah, I see what you're saying still. Yeah, because it's literally playing into Canelo's hands, isn't it? Because Canelo,
Yeah.
the back foot, so against Golovkin on the front foot, he can walk you down all fight, but he took 3 rounds on the back foot against Canelo and he gassed out. Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean Golovkin, but obviously his stamina somehow improved as he's going up in weight. Let me not make any comments on that, but I still reckon you're right. If you put him on the back
Tell
foot,
me, tell me.
huh? Okay, trying to get us banned, Jordan. Lawsuit. uh, he also has a I think it was supposed to be a 2-fight deal, and I think it's a potential 3-fight deal where he would have, if he beats Bivol, he gets Golovkin in September. I'm not sure who the third fight's supposed to be with, but
I thought it was
Golovkin,
Jamal Charlo, wasn't it? Bivol, Jamal Charlo, then Golovkin.
yeah. Well, I thought they were trying to fight Golovkin in September.
Okay, so it might even be that.
Yeah. Even Jamal Charlo, that's a weird one to have because it's PBC. But yeah, what do you make of the Canelo fight? I mean, the Golovkin fight.
The Golovkin fight, I'd love to see it, but I mean, who's Golovkin fought? Because I don't even know when the last time he was out.
He's gonna fight Murata, I think this month. Ryota
This
Murata,
month.
Japanese fighter.
Yeah, I know who he is. I mean, with that fight, that one there, that's going to show how much Golovkin's age is playing a factor. So I think depending on his performance, if he goes out there and blasts Murata, you know what, we're out for another fight. But if he's starting to look a shell of the man that he was when he fought Canelo the first time, I think he can get hurt.
Yeah, no, because I remember, I think his last fight that I seen him was against Derevyanchenko, where actually thought it was a big argument for Derevyanchenko to win that fight.
Yeah, and the thing is, he dropped Derevyanchenko early, didn't he? And he come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back strong. So the second half of the fight is going to be important because that's where his age starts to show, isn't it? The engine ain't the same.
And he's 39 now as well.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a fact. I think the first fight, they only fought Golovkin because they started to see slippage.
Yes, yeah,
That's like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm not too sure, but that was a very long time ago. So now at 39, he hasn't had the best performances. COVID, so everyone's been inactive. I guess apart from Canelo, he's been fighting the most. So I reckon Canelo would actually stop him.
Yeah, especially where he's gone up in weight and he'll be coming back down.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't even want to see the fight, to be honest, because he's just sad, innit? Because even though he's not one of my favorite fighters, he's an old legend in the game, innit? He has joint most middleweight defenses, whether you count the regular title or not. He was a long-standing middleweight champion. He's been in great fights. A lot of people are avoiding him. Whatever you think, after he fought Canelo and the choices he made, whatever you think of that, he's still a legend. So to see him go, I think he'll go out sad against Canelo, where you just be, it's like the Khan versus Brook. It's like, we know that's not Amir Khan. We know he's vulnerable, but we know that's not a guy that, you know what I mean? And I think that's the kind of fight we'll be looking at.
Yeah, no, I hear that 100%. I mean, okay, so let's say, for example, I mean, you never know what happens after the Murata fight. If Golovkin gets badly hurt, knocked out, whatever, which fight would you like to see in place of that?
So I just checked it for the third fight. They're looking at Ilunga Makabu or John Ryder. But honestly, Jamal Charlo, Benavidez, Beterbiev. There's a lot of guys out there, to be honest. Even
I'd like to see the Beterbiev fight. I'd like to see John Ryder get a chance at a big payday. But yeah, I think definitely them two.
I reckon I would rather see I think Charlo fight because of the hype and just so people know, like, Canelo, like, this guy's real.
Smack talk. Yeah. You know what? I see it going the exact same way how Bivol and Jordan come into his interview. It's my night. Payday. I see that sort of interview. So I can imagine that it will generate a lot of hype. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
especially where the Charlos love the smack talk as well.
Yeah, exactly. And Beterbiev, that's the only person I see Canelo Beterbiev. I see that as a 50-50 fight. Where all the others I just see how Canelo will beat them. Obviously, I can see a way for Canelo to beat Beterbiev, but I can also see a way that Beterbiev could beat Canelo, innit? With Bivol, I do see a way, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. With Charlo, I don't think it's gonna happen. But with Beterbiev, I actually see, like, this guy could beat Canelo.
I hear that.
All right, guys, again, I'm gonna keep banging on about it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify or any other streaming service, make sure you leave a review. It helps us immensely. All right, moving on. Weird topic, but we discussed this last time. Kell Brook versus Conor Benn is being looked at to be made next. And weirdly enough, I think it's got to a point where they're so deep in negotiations that Amir Khan's come out and said, I've got a rematch clause. And you have to pay me to step aside. Now, after the fight, Khan pretty much said, yo, I ain't got it no more. It's time to retire. So it seems as though, and Eddie Hearn has accused Amir Khan of saying basically, I'm looking for step aside money for free,
Yeah,
basically. It's not like actually
100%.
the rematch clause. Is that you think he's doing?
Yeah, I think he's doing that. I mean, what Amir Khan, him taking the rematch. I know he said some. I think I heard some comments of him saying that he took the Kell Brook fight on short notice. Kell Brook had about 6 months training. He had 6 weeks or 9 weeks, whatever it was. To me, I don't think it makes a difference. I think it's personally just step aside money. I mean, why not? If you're going to go out with a bang, it's literally like Mayweather just Robert the Bank fighting Conor McGregor. You know, if I can get a couple mil just to say, you know what, I want to sign this paper to step aside, cool, we'll do that. But yeah, I think Amir Khan should just stay retired, stay with his family. The last thing you want to see is him get seriously hurt in another rematch, whether it's 3-6 months down the line. Just exit the sport with your health intact, innit?
If I was Kell Brook and Team Brook, I'd be like, yo, step aside money or you invoke the rematch clause. Like, let's go.
Yeah, no,
let's go
you
right
know
now.
I've got no doubt that that's probably Kell Brook's probably saying that. But yeah, I can't imagine Khan's going to evoke that. Obviously, you just seen what you can do in it. You just seen what you can do. But there's going to be a time that's going to expire. I imagine there's got to be a window on that. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the Kell Brook and Conor Ben fight, that's being made. So let's see how that goes.
I think if Khan plays it smart and just asks, look, 100 grand, you get to make the fight. I reckon they'll do it, but not in Amir Khan. It's probably asking for like 2 million or something stupid.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100 grand. Eddie would have just paid that. He would have just paid it.
He'll pay out his own pocket.
Yeah. No, he's going to be asking for some serious money. Whether it's like half a mil, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be hefty.
I don't like that though. That's a bit scummy, don't you think? Like
I do, because obviously you're stopping Ben from a chance having that chance to accelerate his career.
It's a legacy fight.
Also, legacy fight. At the same time, you've got Kell Brook who's kicking on in age. Like he needs to be active. You can't be waiting around for this step aside money and is it rematch? Is it not? Just let them get on with their career.
Yeah, but I never think about that way. He's literally blocking Kell Brook's career, innit? Because like you said, he's old. He needs to fight, but I guess he can't fight until the contract, whenever the period for the rematch clause ends. He can't actually fight. That's quite sad as well. That's very sad. Yeah, that's a very scummy move.
But again, regardless of them smiling and hugging after the fight, it's like there's still that rivalry there.
Yeah, of course. So
it's like, you know what? I didn't want to give you a payday all these years. You beat me. I'm still gonna try and stick a nail in somewhere.
It's like after the fight, that's respect because he just shared the ring. But that don't mean you like the guy. You know what I mean? It's always funny to your best friend, but you still respect him. Yeah, I'm not do anything to spite him, innit?
Anything.
Yeah. All right, guys. There hasn't been much big boxing chocolatito for on the weekend, but I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the fight. I heard he had a sensational performance and he pulled the clock back. But yeah, that's about it. We just wanted to give you some content for the week. Anything to say, Jordan?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some of the fights that we've been asking for the longest time. I'm looking forward to the Ugas Spence. Obviously, that's all up and coming. So yeah, let's see.
What about you?
With me, yes, I'm boxing for Southern Area Eliminator on the 1st of April at York Hall. So if you want tickets, just message AB in the comments, and we'll try and arrange that. But yeah, exciting times, man. Trying to kick on with the career.
When arranging my tickets, bro? You busy on Sunday?
Yeah, no, I'm not busy. I'll come see you.
Yeah. If you get sparring, I think you need some good work, bro. Nah, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. I don't need that smoke in my life. I can see from here that you look trim, innit? I don't need that.
It's the beard, bro. I've cut that off, the cheeks are out.
Yeah. Oh, shit. But yeah, guys, again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, leave a review if you can. Follow us on the Purist Podcast Instagram page. The Purist Apparel coming very soon. Yeah, that's it. Peace out.
Peace.